GYN, nobody's gonna want you touching on their little hoo-ha with your sharp nails. You might just scratch them or something. You never know. What is up, SONOGANG? Welcome back. Happy 2020. It's probably the beginning of your semester, so happy semester to you as well. I'm sorry, I look like a crushed up, wrinkled up baby's crib sheet or something, but I had class from 8 a.m. today. There was a gap, and then I had class until 6 p.m. So I am raggedy, I am done for. But that's what this is all about. So I just wanted to make this video. Don't mind this little paper I have in my hand. It's all the questions, or most of the questions you guys have asked me. Yes, so don't forget to like, click subscribe to follow my journey as a sonography student all the way through graduation. So let's get right on into it. The very first question: is there a pay difference between getting a bachelor's degree in sonography and getting an associate's degree? So in my program, I am getting a certificate and an associate degree, and per my instructor, it doesn't really make a difference as far as pay if you get a bachelor's degree. A bachelor's degree is more just if you don't want to be a tech after a certain amount of years and you want to move on, you do want to have a bachelor's degree to be able to move up. If you just want to be a tech for the rest of your life, then an associate is just fine. We have, do you have to buy the equipment in order to be a sonographer? No. That the equipment to be a sonographer, like the transducers and the machines, are thousands and thousands of dollars. So no, you are not expected to buy your equipment. You buy your scrubs, you buy your shoes, anything for yourself. You go in, most likely the school or the hospital that you're working at or attend will have all of that equipment, so absolutely not. Is it possible to have a part-time job during the program? Is it possible? Absolutely. Is it recommended? Absolutely not. So I don't have a job right now. I am just doing like advertising on my car to get some money per month. But I do have a classmate that is working full-time overnight and comes in the morning. She is completely exhausted, but she's passing, so it's definitely possible. If that's your question, it's possible, yes. Not recommended if you have that option. How long would it take to become a sonographer, including prerequisites? So for me, I came in with about a year worth of college credits. They didn't take all of them, so it took me about a year to do my prerequisites, and then the program is 2 years. If you have a lot more prerequisites, it could take you 4 years to do, but like I said, it just depends on where you go. If you're a certificate program only, it could take you only 2 years. So definitely just look into whatever your program is requiring. Next question is, drum roll, can you wear Cardi B nails? I thought that was such a funny question. Like, I don't think you guys even understand how much that really tickled me. Honey, have you seen Cardi B nails? Let me like insert a picture. Did you see those things? No way. Here's what my nails look like right now. No, if you think about it, especially if you're a GYN, nobody's gonna want you touching on their little hoo-ha with your sharp nails. You might just scratch them or something. You never know. I don't know. And with like the heart and stuff, you gotta get real close up on the neck. Can you imagine like about to scan your patient's neck and you like scratch them on the chin? Or I don't know. Cardi B nails are the bomb, honey, and I'm just about as extra as I want to be. But as a tech, no long nails. So we can't have our nails done at all in our program, but depending on where you work, I have seen people have short, well manicured with like a gel or something, so it's not chipped. If it's chipped, It's just, everything's all wrong. So I'm going to say play it safe, and no, definitely not long nails. What is the best way to take notes in class? So I learned that the hard way, because my very first semester I was like, I don't do note cards. I don't take notes. I just know what I'm talking about. Honey, when I almost failed that first exam, which you could probably see a video on my page, you better believe I was doing note cards about stacks about this big, and I stand by it now. I print out the lectures before class, every lecture. Like for my vascular class, I have printed out the lectures for every class and put it in a binder. Have those ready. When your instructor tells you to notate or emphasize that something is important, you highlight and you mark that. Most likely it'll be on your test or your quiz. It's kind of like the notes are there for you. I definitely do not suggest just writing notes. You'll miss so much information. So print out the lecture. After that, go through those lectures, make PowerPoints for them, understand your PowerPoints, and then if you're that type of person, I've also heard people recording the lecture so they can play it back later. How can I prepare for physics? You tell me. So this is actually the semester where I start physics. I'm actually starting my very first class tomorrow. So if there's any way that I prepared, I bought the physics book, Ultrasound Physics, or Physics for Ultrasound. And I read the first few chapters to kind of understand what I'm getting into. Other than that, I think outside of just being prepared to do some math and to understand concepts, that's all you can really do until you get into the class. I will let you know as we go along, because it seems like physics is a hot commodity, a hot topic. It's stuff that people want to know about. So I'll definitely let you know as my semester progresses. It's a big one. This semester is huge. What is your clinical schedule? So for me, for the first 3 semesters of 6, we only go to clinicals on Mondays from 8 to 12. It could be in one area, it could be another area, it could be multiple areas that you go to as my semester progresses. Like my first semester is the second year, which is my summer semester, next one. We'll be at clinical 4 days a week, so and all day 4 days a week. So yeah, if you, back to that part-time job question, it'll have to be a night job for sure. Can you shadow stenographers? Absolutely. You have to call hospitals or offices to kind of get your medical release form and just see what their program is to even get in there. But while I'm there as a student, I have seen other people there shadowing to try to get an idea of what ultrasound or sonography is even all about, whether it be in general, which is abdomen, GYN, obstetrics, things like that, or cardiac or vascular. Where do you start to become a sonographer? Honestly, what I did was go on Google, type in sonography school. And then I tried to figure out, you know, what the next steps were. I found the closest college to me. I wanted to go to a college because I wanted to get a degree and a certificate. But like I said, you can definitely go get your certificate on your own if you want to. Look into places that are a little bit cheaper, that have good ratings, that'll certify you internationally and not just in the state. Because can you imagine doing 2 years worth of school or 4 years worth of school, and then they tell you you can't do anything outside of your state? No way. Look into that on ardms.com. They have a lot of information about that, or .org. I think it's .org. It's ARDMS though, I promise. Yes. So look it up there. Make sure they'll certify you internationally. When I graduate, I can work in New York, I can work in California, I can work in Delaware, I can work in New Jersey, I can work wherever I want to work. I can work in London if I wanted to. So make sure you just look into that. And the salary range, which I know a lot of you guys are so interested in, how much money we make. How much money do sonographers make? So there's so many different kinds of sonographers. I will be a cardiovascular sonographer. My classmates will be, you know, a sonographer in abdomen or specialize in breast or obstetrics or gynecology, and we all make a similar amount. Some make a little more than others, but that is ranging between 66,000 a year to 96,000 a year. You can start at $25 an hour, depending on your experience. I can say that somebody that I actually spoke with who is a sonographer is about to make $40 an hour. 4T. Now, she has been a sonographer for 12 years, but even prior to that, she was making $38 an hour. Now, it's not all about the money, but for 2 years certificate program, honey, it's worth it. You better know. So anyway, I hope I answered most of your questions. If I need to make a part 2, I most definitely will. Forgive me for how long it takes to post videos. I have class 5 days a week. It's been a little intense, or a lot of intense, but I love you, SONOGANG. Feel free to leave your questions and comments below per usual. Keep your faith high. You're going to make it through the semester. You're going to graduate or get that job, whatever you are praying for. You're going to get it. Just stay positive. Peace out.